Hello, guys. This is Marcus. Yes. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me that. I was trying to do something. Anyway, this is I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, introduction. This is Marcus Wolf. Yes, and we are going to be I am going to be showcasing a game that I've been playing for a while now. I've had it for a long while. I just never got around to recording it because I never felt like it. But anyway, it's a game called Dead by Daylight. It's a survival horror genre. Not so much horror unless you really get into the game. Uh, Here's the premise here. You can play as two styles. You can play as a survivor who's doing everything they can to to escape the so-called battlefield. I call it battlefield, but you're not really fighting. You're just running around doing whatever you can to stay alive. The second one is playing as a killer, where, as it sounds like, you are killing everyone and preventing them from leaving. Both are pretty fun. I personally prefer Survivor because Killer is like so many things to manage at once, and let's face it, you're just one person. You can't be everywhere at once. It's hard for me. But some people are very good at playing killers. Anyway, just as a quick rundown, once the screen decides to speed it up a little, these are the kinds of killers that you get to play with. These ones with the locks you have to buy. You have to pay additional money on Steam in order to, get them. But these are the defaults. We have a trapper. Oh my god, it loads. Oh my god, that was a terrible loading. Yeah, we have a trapper, the wraith, the hillbilly, the nurse, and the huntress. For those of you that don't know, the trapper is the most basic one. He lays bear traps. If the player is good with them and hides them in spots that are very hard to see, and a person runs over it, the killer can hear it, and then they can start making their way over there if they so choose to. The wraith, he can turn invincible, so that's kind of pretty bad in itself. The hillbilly, he uses a chainsaw massacre, and starts killing us. He can one-shot us if he wanted to. I'll get into the idea of killing later. What I'm going to be doing though is, I almost said heroes. Well, I guess they're kind of heroes in a sense, but survivors. I will play as Jake Park because I've been using him most often, and for the sake of showing how this game plays, I will use him. The Blood Web is this game's version of leveling up. Everyone, including killers, has a Blood Web, and there are all these items here. You always start out at the center of the web, and then you can choose wherever you want to go. However, you need what they call blood points here in order to level up. So say I wanted worn out tools, I need 3,000. Unfortunately, I don't have enough. So yeah. And there are skills and there are items. Let me go to the items real quick. Wrong button. Wrong place again. There we go. Oh, for the love of God. Okay. These are items that help make surviving slightly easier. Not guaranteed, but slightly easier. We have toolboxes. The goal for survivors is to fix 5 generators, and then they can leave the game successfully. Toolbox helps repairs faster. People get hurt, so med kits help heal yourself or others faster. These flashlights can be used to blind killers. And maps, to me personally, the worst of the items, but the map basically allows you to find out where generators are hidden in the map. And keys, now they're very powerful. I will get into that later, because right now I think I'm kind of running out of time. I'm running up to time. And add-ons, let me just put an item for a good measure, like say skeleton key, okay? And the items that are highlighted are the add-ons you can use. For example, the prayer rope adds 10 seconds of use to this key. The initial use was 30 seconds, so 30 plus 10 is 40. And then there's also the weaved ring, meaning that if you die, you do not lose your item, instead you lose the ring. And that is a caveat here. If you die, with an item on hand, you will lose that item. So be very careful of what you want to bring in. Okay? You also have offerings. Offerings can make the game easier or harder depending on how you want to play. Or it could choose you to a certain place. It all depends on which one you want to use. And last but not least, we have perks. Perks, each character pretty much has the same kind of perks. However, there are some that are specific to a character. For example, with Jake Park, his specific, perk is Saboteur. He can sabotage the killer's hooks, which is what is needed in order to successfully kill us players. He needs to put us on a hook like some dead animal, and, have to wait a certain amount of time before we're officially dead from the game. You will see that, I'm pretty sure, when the game starts. Anyway, let's join the lobby right now, because I've talked enough. And you will see the basic gist of the gameplay very quickly. You will get it very quickly, very soon. There's going to be not much explaining, and I won't even be explaining while I'm playing the game, because I'll be concentrating, and I honestly do need to hear some things. Like, some killers have, what am I calling, each killer tends to have their own way of noting that you're there. I mean, that you're nearby. Each killer, when they get close to you, starts to make a heartbeat noise. And the closer they are to you, the faster that heartbeat sounds. So when you hear a heartbeat, it's usually a good idea to consider leaving. Not always, but let's say you have line of sight of the killer and you hear a heartbeat. If you see the killer not going towards you, you can generally ignore that heartbeat noise starting. But if they start coming near you and you have no idea in hell where they are, consider leaving. Sometimes it's good to be chicken. Like I said, it'll be easier to get used to the gameplay. Hopefully, I will not. And then, of course, there's the nice little. Where's my mouse? My mouse just disappears. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Anyway, you can see on the bottom that they give you little tidbits and tips and whatnot. There's quite a repertoire of killers. Ever since they made some downloadable content, they made some new killers, like Freddy Krueger. Shoot, there was another one. Michael Myers. For those of you that aren't into horror like I am, you might not be as well versed with these killers, but anyone that knows even a slight bit of the horror genre would know who Freddy Krueger is. He's the guy that kills children in their dreams. Case in point, if you're not sleeping, he can't hurt you. But the moment he puts you to sleep, oh, it's a slaughter festival for him. And it's not easy getting away from killers, especially people that play as great as good killers. Oh god, you're probably gonna see me run around like a headless chicken at some point, so... Oh no, okay. Okay, quiet time, for real, for real quiet time. I am gonna hate this, for crap's sake. Okay. Ah, shit, not the asylum, I hate the asylum. Oh, hello! Yeah. You get points for doing certain Why am I not getting points for meeting him? Oh, whatever. Oh, shit. I have a perk, also, that if the killer is looking right at me, as you can see on the bottom right corner, there's the thing loading. It activated, saying that the killer was somewhat nearby and looking at me. Who is it? Yeah, help me, you idiot. Yeah, and then there are quick time events on certain... on when fixing generators. If you mess up the quick time event, it makes a oh, thank god. It makes a loud noise and the killer will know where you are. if you do it at the earliest time possible, you get great skill checks and the generator fixed faster. If you do it slightly off, it's okay. It'll just repair normally. Oh no, not the pig! Oh my god! For those of you who don't know the pig, think Jigsaw. That crazy girl, Amanda Tapping. Oh, okay, he's got someone. Okay, good. We just ignore her for now. Think Amanda Tapping from Saw. That's who she is. Oh god, please don't come over here. Oh, for a lot of crap. Sir, what are you doing? She was over there somewhere. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but she was kind of right there earlier. The killer always has a red line of sight in front of her. Holy fuckers! She's right there! I'm out. I am so freaking out. You can do what you want. No. Yeah. Now, in this case, I didn't hear... Oh, for God's sake. In this case, I didn't hear the heartbeat, but I saw her coming... Shit! I saw her coming towards me. So in this case, it was a good idea. To just book it. The thing about the pig is that she can... Okay, someone's hurt. Someone's found. Okay, good. The thing about the pig is, she can crouch low and hide her terror radius. Meaning that you won't hear her heartbeat when she's crouching and coming towards you, which is kind of creepy. That's why when I saw her, I just booked it. I didn't want her crouching and creeping on me like some stalker. I'm actually shaking a little bit. I am not kidding. Okay. Yeah. Always good to be with people. You can repair things faster, and when there's two people, it cuts the chances that you will be caught. God. Oh, God damn it, not that. I hear noise. Oh, that's just from that. Oh, Jenny. Generator. Oh god, this is actually in a semi-bad position. If she sees... I tell you, that perk in the bottom right corner that keeps activating, it comes in handy with certain killers, especially her. If she crouches and I don't see her, but that perk happens, yeah. It's usually a good idea to move just a little while. But if she already sees you, if the killer already sees you, it's a moot point. But there's a chance that they haven't seen you yet, so it's... Oh, thank God! Come on, we gotta finish this. Come on. Just look at the bottom left-hand corner and you can see how many generators need to be fixed. Oh, come on. Where the frick's the exits? Come on. Fix it faster, you idiots! Oh, for the love of crap. You know, I'm going to this door because, oh, it's close by for one. I don't know if my friend here has the same perk as me, but oh my god! Oh, well, someone's got bad luck. You see, she was crouching, so... Oh my god, is she still here? Okay, she's chasing someone. Come on. Open. Let's be like that old Mervin's commercial. Open. Faster. Faster. Come on. I don't know where the hell she is. Come on, come on, come on. Oh god, the other door's open. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Yo, freedom! Sweet freedom! Sweet Jesus. You know, I'm out. Goodbye, so long, farewell, I'll be listening adieu. Okay, I will be the first to admit that this was actually one of the more tamer and easier matches I've had. It's not always going to be that easy, but it's not always going to be that easy. Trust me, there are some people that are just amazing at what they do, and it makes your life a living hell. This person, no offense to this person, but they weren't exactly the greatest of killers. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to know that they were pretty bad at finding and killing us. I mean, a good killer would have looked around the exits instead of just looking at the exit itself. Cause you saw how I and my other friend were just like hiding out in the corner, like, oh, I see you, peekaboo. You know, it's like a good killer will be roaming around like, oh, there you are, stab, stab. No, this guy just one and done, just like, no one here, move. Anyway, that's just me saying that stuff, but yeah, once you finish, regardless of death or not, they judge you on your on what you've done during the match. The one with the target is objectives. In this case, opening the exit door, fixing generators. This is your ability to survive. You get automatic 5,000 points if you survive by leaving the map. Through the exit. That's automatic 5,000. There are other things, but I will get to them in another video. This is when you work with other this is when you work with other teammates, yes. It counts when you find another teammate, you get 200 points. It also helps that if you heal them when they're hurt. This is when you do things to kind of mess with a killer. Like you manage to escape their chases, you get points. You destroy a hook, you get points. You manage to rescue a survivor when they're being carted off to a hook, you get points. This is basically when you mess with the killer. And this is, of course, the tally marks and all that, who shot John. See, in the in-game community, you get what they call, pips. Yeah, P-I-P. Pips. For every pip you get, it fills in a hole. Once you fill up an entire row, you go up a rank. Unfortunately, in this game, it's not worth it, technically, to be getting pips, other than for in the game community saying, hey, I'm better than you guys. There's no reward for it, so it's actually not worth it, in all honesty. And then here, you see how you rank in the game overall. Obviously, the killer sucked, so, yeah. Boo-hoo. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Actually, let me leave first, and then show you the upgrades, and then I will leave. So now that we have blood points, I can show you how the blood web works. I will not do it for Jake Park because he's already level 50, and 50 is the highest you can beat. You don't get more HP for being level 50. It just means the higher level you are, the more access to the blood web you have. As you can see here, what's her name? Claudette Morel. She doesn't have that big of an access because she's only level 19, but yeah, boo-hoo. Yeah, let's take that and that. Every time you fill up the blood web, you gain yes, thank you so much. You gain access to a new web, and in this case, more things that can help you in the battlefield. And there's always perks that you can get. Small game's terrible. In this case, I will try to hope for that. You also get like items and add-ons here. Depending on how you play, the items and add-ons can be very great, in all perfect honesty. But we'll get to that in another time. Right now, we'll call an end to this video. Hopefully the next time I play, it'll be a bit more chaotic and you get a real sense of urgency. Because this one, well, for all intents and purposes, for first video, it's not bad. Gets you a general idea of how the game is played. I will see you guys all next time. Until next video, everyone. Later.